Hey guys, a video on Bitcoin. I'm gonna talk about a few different things. Let's ignore the drawings for a bit and let's just look at the bottoming, with maybe in mind that for a low I want a 5-wave move to the upside, okay, on the micro. I don't like when a wave 2 goes deep and hits the 886 like a 1, 2, 3, this fib. I don't like that. Increases the probabilities for me that we take the low first. And that matters on the micro. On Bitcoin, we don't have that here, okay? So that's maybe one good thing. The frustrating thing is that labeling this is really difficult. We could say, yeah, maybe this is a 1, 2, and then this is all another 1, 2, because we're again very oversold. On the weekly, we have been moving down here the past 2 weeks, but it's on pretty low volume, so maybe that's something positive to note. Then, looking at this structure, if you want this to be a 3-wave move down, in an A, B, C, with a 3, 3, and then a 5-wave move down, we want this to be the low, okay? Because this range here is too long for me to say that this is still a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inside this A, B, C, okay? So looking at the drawings here, ABC, we also had this 1-to-1 taken from the A to the B wave. We have tested that one with the point of control of this massive range. Okay, back tested it again and then moved up. Now we have lost this local point of control of this range. Maybe I can take it once again because we have some more data. Yep, we're below it. The weekly closes tomorrow for Bitcoin, so it's not yet over. This is it's 4.5% to the upside. It would be really big to close above this before tomorrow evening. Don't think it's gonna happen unless there is some good news on the war. But this is a level to watch, I think, into next week as well. Try to get back above it at 69,000. Yeah, flat. Then this box here, I'm gonna delete it because it's from the internal labeling, but it's just, again, really messy, the internal labeling. Maybe I can keep it. It's from this one. If you want this to be indeed a corrective move down in potentially a 1-2, 1-2, yeah, we could say that this is maybe an A wave, a B wave, and then a C wave. I could say that this is the A wave, this is an ABC, and then this is your C wave. Then I have to take this like this and puts it at 65,000, the 1-to-1. I mean, it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, B, C, like this, and then yeah, this price action here is also very frustrating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a little bit difficult, so maybe it's better to label it WX and then ABC with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inside your wave C. Yeah, I'm really curious. Like, this is what I mean with Bitcoin, and I've been saying it for weeks. It's very difficult to count this exactly right, okay? So I think then currently let's focus on the point of control and this 1-to-1 here at 65,000. And if we show nothing here from strength, we'll attack this one. But like I was talking about this scenario, if we want to take this low, we'll have to change the labeling here, I think. We'll have to change this into a WXY. With that, we would have the ability to label this a 3-wave in a wave W, 3-wave in wave X, and then an ABC in wave Y still. This would then push the price down even more. I was then thinking about measuring a box for this internal ABC then, which would put the 1-to-1 at 46,700. one thing with that is that it will then push beyond the 1.618, taken from this A wave to the B wave or the W wave to the X wave. And in a WXY, your Y wave should not hit the 618, 1.618. So it's a little bit against each other, if it makes sense. Labeling this a WXY opens the door to take the lows here. Yep. But the internal target goes beyond what the larger labeling allows, if that makes sense to you. That's why I'm still maybe leaning with all of this in my mind to try to hold this low and try to move up. Also then on the weekly, I was looking at previous lows. That's why the chart was like this in the beginning. Yeah, we could wick down, we could take the low, we could then make a bullish divergence here if we want to. But looking at the low candles here, for example, here we didn't really get a bullish divergence after the low. Yep, we got it before the low. Here we didn't get it before the low. It would be nice, but it's not a must, is all I'm saying. And then to analyze the low structure here, just the candle, it bothers me a little bit that in this candle we make the low and we try to attempt to work our way higher from this low. So it's a candle in which we dump and we try to form the low. And I would prefer a little bit more a candle like this. We have a green candle in the low, try to move from there, or like this one, a green candle at least, with then also engulfing volume. We don't have that here. But then if we go back here in March 2020 with Corona, we dumped in the same candle, we also pumped, and we started from there. Here it's also a red candle, that is the low. Here it's also similar, we dumped with a red candle, then it was also the low. I wonder how the micro is on those instances. Oh fuck, I need to go back. Wait. Yeah, the micro is a little bit more clear in this case. And this is what I mean with the micro as we have it now. Like here you can see, okay, we briefly broke the 618, but back above it, and then continuously higher highs, 1, 2 setups here. I want to go look back at one more. Where am I? I need to zoom out a little bit. Yeah, here as well, you can see on the daily you have, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe, then a wave 2 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You keep like pushing very nicely to the upside. Here as well, 1, very long 2, but you don't make overlappy price action to the upside like we have got here. Okay, like 1, 2 maybe, yes, another 1, 2. This looks a little bit similar. A very 3-wavy move to the upside here in August 2024, and then another move up, another move down. Is a little bit maybe similar to this one, but you get what I'm saying. It would be just nicer to have, yeah, a more clear chart. We don't have that. That's why I just wanted to step back again and look at everything this video. And if I have to give chances, also looking at how oversold the S&P and the Nasdaq are, maybe, yeah, we can get an attempt on higher first here next week. But again, monitor the news a lot. And I say it because I ignore the news on like the news that you can see here often on stocks, etc. I try to ignore those. But what Trump posts is important because, yeah, it is about inflation. It is about trade in the world. It is about, yeah, uncertainty. It is about costs of energy. Yeah, that's inflation, but it's important, okay? So you need to focus on what he says as well and on the war as well. It would help a lot. Bitcoin has been good ever since the war started. It's just, I think, break even. Yeah, it's like from here to here, we are actually exactly break even. Maybe one more thing that I can do here is, nope, like find a point of control here locally. And yeah, that's it. I think I've said everything I wanted to. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.